Hello, Internet. I'm Matt Haas. I'm scared. I'm really scared now. This might be the beginning of the end for humanity as we know it. I've been joking that the CNC router that I have is a robot. Actually, that's not a joke. It is a legitimate robot. I send commands to this machine and it obeys my commands. That's literally the definition of a robot. And when I was installing it, there were two components, basically switches, on, off. That's all they were. And it somehow knew that they were connected to the wrong parts of the circuit board, which I have no idea how it knew that, because it's not like they have potentiometers. It's not like they have accelerometers. The machine doesn't know where they're at in time and space. They're all identical. They came in a bag. It's not like this one was marked left and this one was marked right. I could pick whatever I wanted. That's all they know. Is it open or closed, this little switch? It somehow knew. So that was like one piece of evidence that it was self-aware. And now I have another piece of evidence that I'm going to share with you. Marilyn W. is here. Good morning to you. Jaden is here. Purple heart in the channel name. Give you some falling hearts for that. Hi, Britta Aller. Good morning to you. So let me show you what is happening here. So I'm just going to draw a simple object here. So when you're dealing with making or crafting, there's a thing called reference. In other words, if you build a table on a cement floor that's not level, you can build your table where it's dead level, and then you pick it up, take it to another room, and it's all wobbly. That's because the reference of the floor was all cattywampus. So it's always important to make sure you start off with things being true and 90 degrees and flat and the like. Well, this is true for your tools and measuring devices. Well, my CNC machine is a tool. So it carves on a surface. So you put a piece of wood on it, and then the bit comes down from overhead and carves it. So like this is a top-down view of the bed or the surface of where I could carve. And the way the CNC machines work is these two faces are always parallel. They're never kicked out. But it can shift like this. So one technique people have always had is to do this type of thing, where you can measure this direction, all right? And then you can measure that direction. And second, yeah, there we go. And if you were to just hang with me here, let me rotate this up. Okay, you see how they're different sizes? Okay, so you can tell if something is completely square by doing the diagonal measurements. And once it actually is square, and that was the first test, then you'll see that they're the same size. Okay, that is just one way that you can tell that something's square. Well, when I assembled this CNC machine, it was like that. Okay, it was off. It was off. So I knew I had to fix it. But I took the glamour shots of the machine, I posted it online, and I got it done, and everyone was happy, and I was happy that I got it done. But I'm like, I got to do this extra step. It's imperceptible. Like, it doesn't show up if you just take a photo of the thing. It just looks It looks fine. But I knew it was off. I knew it was off. So I went down to square it up. And lo and behold, I'm not kidding. Are you sitting down? The thing was dead square. I didn't do it. I think it fixed itself. What other explanation is there? I'm telling you, this thing is self-aware, and I'm scared. I'm not suicidal. If I stop making videos, it's something bad happened to me, and I think this machine is going to come after me. Kidding. David W. Ryan, good morning. The audio keeps going in and out. Is anyone else? Uh-oh. It's working fine for me. Yeah. I've been noticing there was some audio issues across the entire platform. I think maybe that was it. Awesome math things. Yeah. So, yeah, it somehow knew 2 components were crisscrossed, which it should not have known. And then it was out of square. And then I show up, and then boom, it's in square. I have no explanation other than it's sentient. It's thinking on its own. Oh, fun stuff. Still feeling under the weather. Matter of fact, I'm getting worse, not better. But I'll tell you what, man. 2 extra strength Tylenol and Sudafed, like real Sudafed. Like, you know, you go to the counter and show your ID, buy Sudafed. I mean, holy cow. It makes life bearable, I'll tell you that much. I don't know if it's making me better, but it's knocking the symptoms down. If Stephen King made a CNC machine. I'm gonna do a funny video. Name it Christine. I'm gonna do a funny video where I send like a hello world lettering to it, and I have it carve out hello world, and I'm gonna be talking to the camera as it's doing its thing. I'm gonna purposely not be paying attention to it while it's working. And then when it's done, I'm going to take the artwork off the bed, and instead of hello world, it's going to say, kill all humans. Oh, my attempt at comedy. No, Matt, don't do comedy. My advice to anyone online is comedy's a dangerous thing to put your foot into, because you've got to either be 100% and nail it, or you're awful. Like, there's no in between with comedy. None. You got to deliver. There's all or nothing. Because a 90% funny person is unwatchable. You got to be 100% funny. So I don't know. I don't know if that'll land. We'll see. You built it too well. Well, it was about 3/8 inch off before. It was skewed. And then I went to I went to fix it, and it was already fixed. And it was weird too, because I could push the gantry back, and I could hear the limit switches that I was talking about at the beginning of the show. One would go click, and then the other one would go click. In other words, the gantry was skewed, and it was like this end was hitting the back end. Like, in other words, I went to move it all the way to the end, and I could tell that the one side was hitting the end before the other. That means it's crooked. So it was crooked. And then after I went to check it, I moved the gantry back, they both went click at the same time. Like, so now the gantry's not crooked, it's not skewed. I think it fixed itself. I don't know what else to come up with for a reasoning as to why that happened. It fixed itself. Miraculous. Floyd Fernandez. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to try and get my health back in good working order. Started doing my frickin' taxes. Oh, God. What a nightmare. Didn't get anything done in the shop. I don't know. I'm pretty depressed about it because I want to be creative, but life gets in the way. Personal business, taxes. Oh, well, first world problems. All right, I got to go. I read an article. The singularity is 7 years away. Oh, God. Cylons will walk the earth. Bye, everyone.